Hello everyone. This is your boy, your brother, and your friend Dominic. So today you're gonna face it with Dominic right here in Rexburg, Idaho. And today I'm going to talk on so many things, but on a specific topic, which is going to be consistency. Okay, how can we be consistent in what we are doing? How can we be consistent in our lives? How can we be consistent with what we want to achieve? So it's going to be specific, it's going to be brief, because I don't want to be talking about ambiguous things that at the end of it, watching my video, you will learn something. But there's something I want to take your attention to. I'm a Black History, okay? This is a Black History Month, February in the US, and we all have celebrated this. And this is like one more day off the month, and I decided to put it on to celebrate Africa. And I'm here in the States, and I'm going to talk about something different. I'm just telling you to understand that it's like the culture here in the States. For you that have not subscribed to my channel and today is your first time to subscribe to my channel, I'm Dominic. I'm from Sierra Leone, and I decided to start doing this thing because I realized I have the desire to talk to my fellow young people, for us to share ideas. If you have any questions, if you have any doubts about what I'm saying, and if you want to debunk my statement, you are free. I'm ready to learn. I'm ready to make corrections, and I'm ready to improve. Even when I'm trying to do more. I'm supposed to have a friend here from Texas, but there are several things that he could not make it today. But I've decided to do it because I've committed myself to always send one video every week. Okay, so today I'm going to talk about consistency. For more especially, it's a very important word for us young people. We find it so difficult to stay consistent, to stay on the path that which we want to follow. When we grow up, we have goals like, I want to be a lawyer, I want to be a doctor, I want to be a politician, I want to be an engineer, I want to be a pilot. So these are some of the desire we feel when we are kids. But what happened as we grew up, we start to realize our talents and what we really can do with what we have, what we can do with our hands, with our brains, and with the ideas and our talents. It's sometimes so confusing for us, more especially when you have your talent, you have your dream, and you have your goal. Sometimes they are different. In the case of which you have a talent to dance, you love dancing, but literally you want to be a mechanical engineer. So these are two different careers. How can you able to stay consistent in you achieving your goal to become a mechanical engineer and also make use of your talent? So that's what we're going to talk about today. I'm going to talk about according to what I know, according to my ideas, and according to some of my research. But before we go further, let's think about the word. What do we understand by the word consistency? I know we have several definitions all around. I decided to just take one of these definitions, which I'm going to just say a little bit about be consistent. So as I go through my research from Oxford Dictionary, I came to realize that the word consistency means conformity in the application of something. Okay, conformity in the application of something, typically that which is necessary for the sake of logic, accuracy, or fairness. When you conform yourself on something you're okay with, something you can achieve, something you can use your logic and all that you have to achieve it. You stay on the path, you stay fixed on it, you be consistent. That's it. But there are so many things that entails when you are consistent in doing the things that you want to do. Like now, there are synonyms, okay? Like evenness, like steadiness, like stability, like consistency, and regularity, and uniformity. So there are so many synonyms to this word, which I know so many of you know, and those of you that does not know, you have to realize that. But now, how can we stay consistent? Let's come to the main topic of our discussion. I'm going to take like few steps. I'm going to take like 4 to 5 steps of which we have to follow to be consistent. Okay, I'm a living example of that, and I've met with several people that I've talked to. I talked to a friend, his name is Ernest, that is supposed to be here with me today, but because of some things he could not make it. He shares his idea how he was able to be in college now. He had to stay focused. He has to set a plan. Now, some people will get confused, plan and goal. Okay, he had a goal of going to college, of coming to college, because he's here right now. But what he needs to do, you have your goal. What you need a plan. An example: I want to go to college 2022 or 2024. So now you have 2 years to prepare. In that period of preparing for that 2 years, you need to set a plan. Okay, a plan. This 2022, what I need to do, how I need to put my finances together, how I need to get my academic qualifications, how I need to save, what I need to save every month, and what I need to, all those things. These are the plans that you have to make. And taking that first steps helps you to be consistent. And when you are taking those first steps, the second thing you have to consider is you are aware of challenges, unseen forces. And those challenges, we don't prepare for them because we don't know them. We don't know which angle they will come. Like now, some of us were preparing to be in college. I was preparing to be in college in 2020, 2021. But what happened? The COVID came. 2019. That's an unseen forces. So what you going to do now? Several questions will come into your mind. Should I continue? Should I change my plan? So some of us will have to change. Some people have to change their plan because one, they consider they are married, something they consider their age. Circumstances you have to consider. Whether you're going to stay focused or you're going to change your plan. But what we entails, it depends on individual people. Individually, you have to make the decision. I can't say that it's work for you, it work for everyone. It can work for different people in different circumstances. But what makes you stay consistent is when you still don't be distracted by these unseen forces that will come. Don't be distracted by natural disasters. Don't be distracted by friends. Don't be distracted by family issues. Don't be distracted by, some people get distracted by social media, what they read, what they listen to, what they watch, and then they start changing their mindset. And it's a whole topic on its own that we're going to talk about one time in one of my programs. Mindset, how can control our mindset? It's a whole topic which I would love you guys to tune in and watch one of my videos that will come. But also we have to stay consistent. We'll talk about 2 points. Now the third point that we need to do to stay consistent, we have to make sure we remind ourselves of the things that we want to achieve. Reminding ourselves of the things that we want to achieve simply means sometimes you ask yourself, am I making progress? You have to keep a journal. It's difficult for young people. You have to write down these things, and it should be within time bound. From this time to this time, this is what I want to achieve. In the next 5 years, this is what I want to do. So in the next 5 years, if I want to do this, I have to do this now, do this tomorrow, do that next tomorrow, and and you make sure you check your progress. Okay? The fourth thing that I will talk about is you to check your progress. The third thing, you make sure you stay focused and make sure you keep record of what you are doing. They are like connected, the third and the fourth. But if you look into it, they are also separate things. Keeping record and try to know your steps and what you are doing, and make sure to ask yourself, am I doing the right thing? Am I going to achieve what I want to achieve in doing this now? Is this friend a good friend that will help me? Is it taking me to places that will help me to achieve my goal? Is this girlfriend being proactive in my life? Is it a blessing or is not? We have to ask ourselves these questions, because sometimes what we do is like we compromise. Oh, it's a human being, so I'm gonna just be with him. And one thing that my grandparents usually say, they say if you want to assess people, you also look the people they mingle with, their friends. You can know who they are. Okay, so if your friends are not the people that are helping you to achieve your goal, instead they are taking you to places that you will not want to go, that will not help you to achieve your goal. My brother, my sister, my friend, quit. You don't have to malice them if you don't want to. You can just, hey guy, are you not coming to? No, I think I'm busy. I have something to do, but we have to meet some other time. That's cool. Okay, tomorrow there will be the same people that will come back and say, hey, this guy is not serious. Or there will be the people that will join some other people to talk about you. So I would personally say I have been in that situation. Before I went to my mission in Nigeria, I had several friends that I chill out with, go to parties, go to the beach and all those things. But after my mission, I was like still talking to some of them, but I can't mingle with them anymore because I came back home with a mindset. I came back home with a goal on my journal, and I had to achieve those goals. I have plans. They are time bound, and those time I will take to go do this thing, they will waste my time. Every day counts. Make sure, the fifth point is that make sure you add a little of progress in your life every day. It's like you are driving a car, you are going to a direction, and you have a time frame of getting to that direction. You're driving on a freeway wherein you don't have to stop. Okay, you only can stop if you want to get gas, you get some rest, use the restroom, and continue the journey. That's the life for us youth. Be sincere enough. All of us have goals. But what we need to write down those goals. Whatever is in the mind, if you want to keep it consistent and stay focused with it, my brother, my sister, my friend, write it down. There is power in writing. When you write it down, sometimes you get tired, but when you read those things you wrote down, they uplift you. It makes you feel you need to achieve this thing. So most of us have, when the year is coming to an end, we make resolutions. But what happened as the year started? It was like, I don't think I can do this. I cannot do this. We start questioning those things. The reason is we find it so difficult to accept challenges. That's the fifth point. Challenges. Challenges is part of life. If you look in the most religious aspect, okay, and physical aspect, there is no way mankind can live in this world without challenges. We should be ready. It's hard for people. People get anxiety, people get mental illness, people get sickness. They are all challenges that you don't plan for, that you don't ever wish to have in those times. But my fellow brothers, what I would say, prepare for them. How you prepare for them? Make sure you have savings. How little it is important to have savings. Emergency funds. If you just have, it depends the currency you are using. But for America, you have like $500 as a savings, as an emergency fund as a young person. Maybe if you're with your parent, they have a family emergency fund. But you as an individual, you must need a savings. When I was a missionary, I already had amount of 1,000 naira in my handbook of instruction for any emergency, or at least 500 naira, or at least 200 naira for emergency, and they have helped me so much. So my fellow brothers and sisters, remember these 5 points that I've mentioned. Okay, they are so important in our lives. We have to stay consistent. If we want to make it in life, we want to have a good wife, we want to have a good family, we must stay focused, be consistent. There is no woman that will want to come to a man's life that is not consistent. There is no man that want to go have a woman that is not consistent. There is social life, we can socialize, we can go out, have friends, but those things should not distract us from our goal for what we want to be. And this is Dominic. Stay focused, face it with me. Have a question, you can post it on my page. Thank you guys for listening today. Just a 15-minute video, and hope to see you next week. Love you. Have fun. Have a wonderful week. Bye.